Welcome back. Adequate funding, commitment, and proper implementation will enhance the quick passage of the proposed State Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Bill for states across Nigeria. This is coming at a forum in Lagos to push for better living for the vulnerable and people living with disabilities. Correspondent Omololu Sonwu tells us more.
This 2-day co-creation workshop with legislators on State Diversity, Equity and Inclusion Bill is at the instance of Women Advocates Research and Documentation Center, Ward C Africa, and other partners.
For them to then look at the bill, which was actually proposed by one of them, who is a Bauchi State Speaker of the House of Assembly, who was a former chairman of the Conference of Speakers, to see how the bill can take into consideration the needs of women, children, persons with disabilities, and other vulnerable groups.
The workshop is in Lagos, but the participants are drawn from 10 states within the 6 geopolitical zones as a pilot scheme for the discussion. The first female speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Mrs. Mojisola Miranda, speaks to the need for adequate funding, raising awareness and proper policy implementation for the proposed State Diversity, Equity and Inclusion Bill.
At the end of this workshop, our resolution must not remain mere ethics or be relegated to policy documents. We must take cognate steps towards it.
The participating states include Yobe, Ekiti, Kwara, Lagos, Bauchi, Borno, Cross River, Ebonyi, and Jigawa.
We as legislators owe it to the general populace to respect and protect human rights. Hence, the need to formulate laws that are just, fair, and humane.
Other participants comment on the workshop.
Part of the challenge that we have is cultural and religious beliefs that we must tackle headlong, because we cannot continue to discuss inclusion, diversity, equity without also touching the roots. The cultural beliefs, the religious beliefs, we still have in Nigeria, whether we want to deceive ourselves, that where women cannot even come out to campaign, not to talk of obtaining forms to contest.
Let the parties be involved, so that in each constituency you are featuring a woman, all the parties will feature women. Then it is only then that they will now be looking at who is better.
There's no how men will win the election without the support of a woman, and there's no how women can win election without the support of men. So what are we saying? If you go to the field, women and men must have to be present for election to be won by any candidate. So we are pleading that opportunity should be given to us.
We have an institution now that when we have issues relating to discrimination and exclusion, we can actually write to. So it's one important step we are taking. How it will work, of course, will be determined by our idiosyncrasies as Nigerians, but eventually we have something and we can ensure that we utilize what we have.
The aim of the co-creation workshop is to adopt a homegrown bill that best suits each state to include vulnerable groups, poor men and women, and persons with disabilities. Omololu Sonwu, LTV News.